And as usual, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get the weekend started with the Women's Tag Team Brawl Battle Royal.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OBD Odyssey 8. We are at the pre-show. My name is Darth Nihilus, here with my co-host Nevermind, and we are in Las Vegas, Nevada.
And Game of Thrones is back on OBD.
The very first OBD Women's Tag Team Champions in the house. You know, we haven't seen these broads in a while either.
No, I don't think so.
You know, after that embarrassing showdown with Team Frozen, you know, that was embarrassing.
But you know what? Elsa's probably, I'm certain Elsa will be in the Color Wars this year. She's had a really good year.
And you know what's funny? Her and Daenerys Targaryen both wearing blue.
Yeah.
They will be on the same team.
Perhaps. We don't know the rosters yet.
Yeah, you know what? We really don't.
We're going to get them after the show tomorrow night.
Man, this shit's getting ready to be crazy.
What an arena we are in, though. It is the VIP section in Las Vegas.
You know, we were going to take it to Japan, but with Commentator being in Japan, you know, we can't always go there. We got to save that for the special.
And not to mention the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Oh, yeah. So we decided to come to Sin City.
We are in Caesar's Palace.
Mm-hmm.
And I was playing the crap tables with Carter earlier today, actually. He's still hot.
I hope he got that Mushu he was looking for.
Yeah, well, let's hope he's still hot tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's true, but I hope that he doesn't get any before his match, because you know what they say about people that have sex before the fight. They lose a lot of energy.
And Xena is coming out alongside Gabrielle. What a match she had with Kasumi.
Yes, and she came very close to taking it too, but man, did you see what happened after the match?
That might just be the most personal rivalry for tomorrow night.
Yep, blood versus blood.
Then, of course, there's Thanos versus Darkseid.
Yeah, and then there's Shao Kahn versus Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And then there's Jesus versus Jeddah. God, damn near every match is beef.
Cena and Gabrielle have thrived in this environment before. Will they do so again?
To me, they're one of the greatest tag teams in the women's division.
But yet they have never held the titles.
Save Team Eternia and the Outer Ascension. That's right, man.
Of course, those two teams will battle it out tomorrow night. But Xena and Gabrielle, they need to regain their momentum. Let's see if they can do it here. No better place to start than right now.
And then you got your bottom of the barrels like, what's the name? Empire. Asajj Ventress.
Don't say that. You know Palpatine watches everything.
Yeah, but he's kind of been on the back burner lately. He only got one champion in his camp right now, and it's kind of sad. You know,
yeah, but that one champion is you-know-who.
Yep, the genetic freak, the Genocyber.
Of course, the Genocyber will take on the debuting Sailor Saturn tomorrow night.
Well, damn.
Speaking of the Empire.
I spoke too soon.
One day, what?
You know, they have come very close to getting the goal, but as I've said before, they have come up short. I mean, just ask Odyssey. But like I said in the previous Brawl episode, I'm going to take a little break on harping with people so much. It's time to change, people.
Well, their colleagues got gold.
Yeah, but they never had tasted it.
Who will be the final team?
Yeah, I'm getting antsy right now. I need to figure out who it's going to be. Could be anybody.
Team Frozen is back.
Well.
Can't believe I'm saying it, but it's nice to see them again.
Yeah, so we got an original Battle Royal, you know, like the original tag teams.
Yes.
Yeah. This is going to be classic.
All three of these teams, well, all four, I should say three of the four were OBD OGs, have been here since day one.
Mm-hmm. And now that I think about it, two of the teams are champions. Well, former champions. Only two.
Team Frozen, of course, losing to the Birds of Prey at Outworld last year. That will be our next Odyssey event on Halloween weekend, coming at the end of the Color Wars and the Champion Carnival. We will tell you about all of that shortly.
Now, place your bets, people.
And here we go. The weekend starts.
God, starting off hot. Okay,
The question for me in my mind is, how much damage does Xena still have from that match with Kasumi?
That's a very good question. But other than that, let's check out what's going on in this ring right now. You got blue versus blue. You got black versus, I guess, either brown or gold. And that's Gabrielle and what's her name? Anna. Then you got Singh versus Cersei Lannister. That's black versus black. Or maybe it's brown. She's got a color clash going on.
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's just enjoy this Odyssey event.
Oh, spine buster.
The ref got taken out.
Damn it, boy.
Already. And you know how it always is on Odyssey weekend, boy.
So much happening all at once, man. It's getting crazy.
Xena already appears to be a little winded. She's certainly not at 100%.
You know, they might just be the underdogs in this fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Cersei Lannister going straight after Gabrielle. Gabrielle reversed it.
Gabrielle might need to carry for Xena in this match.
Yep, you're taking on a lot.
Oh, but Xena certainly isn't hesitating.
Nice move from Elsa.
Doesn't care about damaging herself. Oh, and it's Cersei and Anna again. We remember that rivalry to start off OBD Wrestling way back when.
Man, they tormented the hell out of this too. I don't know how many months it was.
Oh, and then of course there's Aura Singh and Elsa in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, but Aura Singh setting up.
Can she do it though?
Oh, Xena's in the force choke. Xena's in the force choke right there.
Oh shit.
Oh, look at that strength of Xena. All 8 competitors still in this match.
What's she doing? Don't blow just yet. You got all those other competitors in the ring. What are you doing, girl?
Xena now.
Uh-oh.
Came back from that force choke to do that to Cersei.
1, 2.
Oh, and Daenerys broke up the count. Oh, look at that pin from Anna.
1.
Wow.
2.
Never saw that from her before. She must have been doing some training. Oh, that's her sister's move. Look at the strength of Xena. And the ref's count got broken up.
2.
But it's still enough. I should say Daenerys is out of there. But Xena ambushes Anna. You got to keep your head on a swivel in this kind of match.
Got 2 in the ring and we got 5 outside.
Uh-oh, Anna's about to get dropped.
Another one. Oh!
And Elsa breaks up the count.
That was close.
Elsa probably saved her sister there. Or Singh and Gabrielle are outside the ring. I mean, I should say, Ventress and Gabrielle are outside the ring.
Gabrielle is getting wrecked. Oh, wait a minute.
Elsa is out. Cersei with some payback on Team Frozen.
Yeah, you better watch out, Anna, because you are really in the hot seat right now. You're getting your ass kicked so far.
Well, it's appropriate to bring it up.
Yeah.
Anna did tap out Aura Singh. Oh, but now Gabrielle is gone, and now the Godslayers are in trouble because the wounded Xena is the only one representing them.
Big trouble. Okay, you got Anna, you got Xena, you got Cersei, you got Aura. Do you still have Ventress? I really don't know. That's reversal from Xena. She is still in this fight.
Oh, there's the pin, though.
1, 2.
The Empire is the only team with both competitors still in.
Ooh.
Anna trying to repeat her success against Aura Singh from the Death Star, perhaps. But, you know, it's been over a year. Aura probably wants some payback.
Oh! Knockout. 1, 2.
Anna kicks out.
Still can't do it.
So does Xena.
After all this time, still can't do it.
Now Xena's in deep trouble again.
1, 2.
The knee bar. And remember, Anna tapped to this move on the Death Star. There's no rope breaks in a match like this either.
There is not.
Yeah, you know the Empire wants its payback.
And you know what? The Empire has the advantage right now because they're the only ones with both team members in the ring.
Yeah.
They are outside of it.
Did you see? Oh, Anna dodged it.
Damn, that was close, man.
And what a pin by Xena. Look at that bridge. And now, Fire and Fang are out.
Yep. Let's see if these two can coexist long enough to get the Empire out of this match.
Got to give it to Anna. She's hanging in there.
Yeah, and I don't know how she does it. Maybe she's finally wanting to settle this thing with Aura Singh because it looked like she has not, and you'll never forget what she did to her all that time ago.
What a spear! I'm rooting for the gut curl.
And me too, kind of. And you know what? She could use that to her advantage because she has the one-up still.
Yeah, maybe that's making Aura Singh get sloppy.
Ooh.
There's the pin again. Oh, will she tap her? She tapped her again.
Damn it. Oh. That's 2-0.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it was it was Ventress that got eliminated. And Xena's on a roll.
Here we go.
Man, it's too fast for us to keep up with.
Do you see this right now? It is Anna versus Xena. How did we get here?
Anna's tougher than she looks. That's how.
Oh!
Xena is not at 100%.
That's one. The Reliable is going to wear you down.
You know, these two might be on the same team in the Color Wars, no less. But for now,
it does not matter. Woo, congratulations, you two.
What a way to get the weekend started.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought match.
And Xena comes back after that loss to Kasumi on Brawl. Not at 100%. She carries for her team and wins this one. I think this is the second Odyssey in a row the Godslayers have won this.
Well, this is a lot about their future. It's very bright.
Well, I was going to say, before we got cut off, that the Godslayers are now suddenly back in title contention, so congratulations to them. Just like that.
And like I said, their future is going to be bright if you keep it up like that. But right now, we are in the men's division. And there's no telling who we're going. Well, nice
you couldn't have an event like this without them. You know that.
Arguably my favorite tag team besides the Riders of Havoc. Riders, huh?
Riders and Riders.
I see we're keeping it OG tonight. We are at the Brawlers Ball, but it is the pre-show. We'll save the real show for the next night.
We are in Las Vegas. It's Caesar's Palace.
And business is booming. And if you're not here with us, what the hell are you doing?
I was about to say, do you think Shocker would get into organized crime in Las Vegas?
Yeah, they would. I believe so. Look what they did in Japan. I mean, when you were aligned with the Nazis, I mean, there's no telling how much power those dudes actually had at the height. I can only imagine. I mean, those guys created a time machine, but they tried to erase the entire history of the Kamen Riders, and they still failed. Because it's like my friend says in the Midnight Crew, if you're part of that crew, even if there is no God, even if there is no Buddha, there is Kamen Rider. I strongly believe that.
Can they win here? I do believe they have won one of these events before.
I believe they've won a couple of them. At least one or two.
But they have not worn gold yet.
Nope, but they have come close.
Let's see if they can stake a claim to Outworld coming up on Halloween weekend.
I get the feeling I know who the next team is going to be.
Of course, they're old rivals.
Yes, these two teams met at Beach Brawl.
All those months ago.
Oh, that was a great pay-per-view, by the way. What was it a ladder match? I think
yes,
it was.
Match.
Yeah. Then again, 2020 was a year full of ladders. This year seems to be all about tables.
Well, speaking of tables and ladders, Dark Schneider and Ganondorf tomorrow night in a Brawl Martial Arts TLC match. Somebody's gonna get broken.
Like a twig. Next up, and it really could be anybody.
Oh, the Empire. Of course, the Empire was the one who took the tag team titles from Hercules and Nihilus.
Also, former tag team champions. Darth
of course,
Maul, Savage Press.
And of course, we all remember that time when the Empire and the Kamen Riders got in the ring together in Outworld last year. We all remember what happened then.
You talking about the steel step, aren't you?
Yes. Still to this day, probably the biggest holy shit moment in OBD history.
You know what? It was either that or when Freddy Krueger and Dark Schneider broke physics. Mind you, that was only the first time it happened.
But the first time is always the most memorable.
Yep, it's never as good as the first time.
Of course, Dark Schneider, we already mentioned. Freddy Krueger and his new tag team partner Pennywise will take on Rush Hour tomorrow night for the tag team titles.
And then there's all those time glitches we've been having too. It's almost like time's either stopping or just skipping ahead. But you gotta realize the OBD is funny like that. We are reality breaking every episode. Nothing is forbidden. We're breaking all the rules every time you step in that ring.
Of course, Savage Press won that match for his team, lasting the whole distance.
Yeah, it was between him and Ryu.
Yep.
And he knocked him out cold.
All the way up on the entrance ramp.
Yep. They fought damn near everywhere.
Now, who's our final team?
I get the feeling we're in for a surprise right now. I don't know for sure. I know this music, don't
It's
you?
Rom's music.
Yeah. You don't think he's got a tag team partner, do you? But who would
If
be
he's
his
coming
tag
out
team
here.
partner? I know he's not doing it by himself. Yo. Okay. Well, I actually know who that is standing beside him, so I'll give you guys a little bit of info for you guys that don't know. He is a space knight just like Rom. He is from the planet Galador. He goes by the name the Terminator. No, that's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is the Space Knight. Yeah.
New things are happening in the OBD all the time.
So somebody made a request, so you know how we are. We like to deliver. So welcome to the OBD, the Terminator.
It's going to be weird saying that without thinking of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but
I have arrived. Oh man.
uh-oh.
Now you got me thinking about it. Come on! Do
They're
it!
psyching each other out.
And the way I hear it, he was more brutal than Rom the Space Knight. And Rom is the first Space Knight from Galador. And that was over 200 years ago.
Well, Rom might just find a home in the tag team division.
He just
Here we go.
Okay, what we gonna go? What we got? Oh! Uh-oh.
Neilus fighting Rom with all his might. He's taken on big guys before.
Yeah, but he's taking on a Space Knight, and this looks like Terminator is going on with Rider 1, Hercules, and Savage Press. Now, that's a long debated rivalry. Oh man, Rider number 2 and Darth Maul. Green versus red.
Caught.
Ooh. Ooh.
Going for the pin early. Nice punch by Ryder 1.
1, 2.
That's smart. Try to get the formidable newcomer out quickly.
Oh yeah, get him out. Show him who's
Oh, he took out the both.
Damn. You think we might be having one of those nights again? Never.
Savage Press is like one of the masters of this kind of match. Oh, he's got Hercules now.
Uh-oh.
I gotta say, Hercules' record against Savage Press is not good.
You know, that tells me a lot. He must be the chink in his armor. But I gotta give it up to Nihilus because he's tangling with Rom outside by himself.
Oh, we're about to see a rider flip. Hercules says no. And he's pinning, but there's no referee. That's the second time tonight the ref got taken out. Welcome to Odyssey.
Rider number 1, the Terminator, still going hard. Darth Maul going after Hercules, but rider number 2 says no.
Oh, Darth Maul got busted.
Old Spocky head got bloodied up. Oh, knocked him down. That was one hell of a punch. Oh, what's Nihilus doing? Oh, Rom didn't give him enough time. Oh.
Now the Terminator got taken for a ride by Rider 1.
Ooh. Rom and Nihilus are still going at it. Hercules goes over the rope.
Now he's about to get spiked.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh,
he's
that's a
busted.
DDT.
Hercules looking for revenge against Savage after all this time, all these times. Oh. And you know what? They might just be on the same team in the Color Wars when you think about it.
Who's that?
Hercules and Savage.
Boy, you know what? We've seen a lot of colors clashing against each other. Have you noticed that? Same team. It's going to be crazy seeing these teams get together.
It's going to be an unpredictable combination because enemies might be on the same team. Friends might be fighting each other. You never know.
It's going to be chaotic.
And that's apparently how we're going to decide who goes where in Outworld through the Color Wars.
Ooh!
And of course, Outworld is the waypoint to Ragnarok. You win there, you're going to Ragnarok. So the stakes are getting high.
Like, the more I think about it, I just think this might be the most chaotic idea we have ever come up with. But you know what? Let's do it.
Oh, it's going down after this. After this weekend. The road to Ragnarok begins, but Hercules seeing
1,
stars.
2.
Darth Maul kicks out. Now, don't do that, Nihilus. Now, Rom going after Hercules.
Oh!
Oh, nice Dragon Sleeper from Rider 1 to the Terminator.
Ooh. Man, there's so much going on. It's hard to keep track of what's going on in this ring. Ooh,
It's a giant car wreck.
I hope Rom didn't take out his own teammate because that's what it looked like for a second. Oh! God damn.
Hercules looking for a big move, but Rom wisely rolls out of the ring. There's the pin to Rider 1.
1, 2.
All 8 competitors still in this match. Hercules down.
Oh!
Ron breaks it up.
Ah!
I don't know why he did that.
Then again, I bet he thinks everybody.
Oh, there's the old Hunter's trick to Savage. And Darth Maul breaks it up by slamming Hercules into Aeolus.
Man, the ref can't keep up. We might just need 2 refs in the ring. And again, can you imagine the bill, a hospital bill?
All 8 competitors still in this match.
This is intense as it gets. Oh, Hercules is a bloody pup. Oh!
Did you? And Rider 1 breaks up the pin.
One hell of a slam from the arm, though.
Oh, there's our first elimination. Savage taps out Rider 2.
You know what? Darth Maul doesn't really have a lot of love for Battle Royals, though, from my recollection. His younger brother, though? Yeah.
And there's the pin to...
Well, wait a minute. He's still in this.
Yeah, it was Rider 2 that got eliminated. He tapped out to Savage.
Oh.
It's so hard to keep up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Oh, and the Terminator eliminates Aeolus. Rom looking to finish the job. The ref...
Oh.
No, the ref's still standing. Oh, Hercules gets knocked out.
Wow. It's getting crucial. Oh! Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Rom's about to meet a drive-by shooting.
Uh-oh.
Now the ref is on the ropes. Oh!
Damn.
And there's Savage to steal the pin. The Terminator breaks it up. Oh!
Bastard. Oh, that's better from Savage. Oh! 1, 2.
That's it.
Wow. The numbers keep on falling, man. Okay, we got Terminator, Rom, Rider 1, and Darth Maul.
Yeah, but Rider 1's making a mistake now because he and Darth Maul have to... Well, there you go. This is what you asked for, Rider 1.
Wow, it's a mega match right now. Yeah, and the stats are against Rider number 1 right now. He's fighting 2 space knights.
This is what he asked for by doing that to Darth Maul.
Holy shit, man. I don't know what he's going to do. I'm really scared. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Now, I wonder if these two will team up in the Royal Rumble.
Ah!
Because that is a possibility.
You know what? That's very true. Oh!
Yeah, but you're not going to get far with that.
Nope. Most you gotta get is a knockout if you're gonna go that far.
Now's your chance, Rider 1.
This is your best chance.
It's your only chance. Nope. But
Ooh.
now, is this it?
1, 2.
And he gets it.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's rider power for you, baby. Oh.
Terminator's looking to end it right here, though.
Oh, caught him. Oh. Wow.
The last man standing.
Congratulations, Team Galador. Huh. They're fresh off the block.
We're getting them Odyssey points in the rankings, too.
Damn. Woo.
They have put the division on notice already.
Better watch out, because the Space Knights are coming. Y'all race be damned.
A new team has arrived on the block, Team Galador. I hope Rush Hour and Demon Time are paying attention.
Shit, everybody from the Riders of Havoc to the Common Riders who just got eliminated. Man. Rider number 1, you gave it your all, man.
Sailor Moon!
Yes, it is time for the Women's Battle Royal.
Of course, Sailor Moon was the #1 contender at Odyssey 7. She lost, and then Sailor Saturn made her announcement. She will debut tomorrow night against the Genocyber.
Now, you say Sailor Saturn is the one that is, purely destructive, the most destructive out of all the Sailor Scouts.
Yes.
But from what I've seen on paper, the most brutal has got to be Sailor Saturn. That girl is off the chain, especially when she gets pissed off.
You mean Sailor Uranus?
Damn it, you're right.
Well, we will see her tomorrow night as well. So it wouldn't be complete without Usagi here.
You got to remember, we're in Las Vegas, so we're balling.
Well, the ball name is in the event.
I think my ball might have just dropped a little bit too early, though, but that's for another story, for another time. Oh.
Red!
Here we go. Straight out the Fire Nation.
Azula is always hanging around the top, but she has never got to the top. Will that change?
I feel like she is destined for glory. She was the Fire Lord at once upon a time. I was watching the old Avatar tapes. I mean, she can more than just fire bend. She can lightning bend as well. But she spouts blue flames, not red.
Dressed in her customary black, though. That is likely the team she will represent in the Color Wars, if I have to take a guess. She is in the top 10, of course, so she's probably going to be there.
You say black, but it looks like she's got some shades of red on it, too. Yeah, this team thing, we'll work it out, but I can only imagine who's going to be on whose side. My question is this, though. How many males and how many females will be on the team?
8 teams of 4 is what the Living Tribunal told me, so 32 in all.
Holy crap.
32 men, 32 women. He's going to lay it all out on the next brawl.
I can only imagine what we're going to see.
Bayonetta's back.
Wasn't she a #1 contender too once upon a time, or am I wrong? Or maybe she came close. I think she
came close. Yeah, she came close in the scramble.
I think that was the one that Lena Inverse won.
That Lena Inverse won, yes. That was back in May.
Yeah, she won the World Tournament, did she? No, that was Motoko. See, I almost did that. That was Motoko. I remember you saying that.
Motoko is still #1.
What?
Yep.
You gotta be kidding me. Still?
All the matches she's had this year and her starting with a title.
Yeah, that is true. Prosthetics, they hold up.
So that will have implications for the Champion Carnival, which will run alongside the Color Wars. Again, the Living Tribunal will explain it all on the next Brawl. Cetrion.
Got an Elder God in the Battle Royal tonight.
Green.
Daughter of Chronica, the Titan of Time. Goddess of Light and Virtue. You know, if you put her and Poison Ivy side by side, do you think they look like sisters?
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at them.
And you know what? They likely will be side by side.
Oh, the Color Wars.
But we mustn't get too far. Oh, hell, we're getting far ahead of ourselves. Our job is to promote the show.
That is true.
Because after tomorrow night, the road to Ragnarok begins. It is fall. It's starting to get there's starting to get a chill in the air. The leaves are starting to change colors. The squirrels are burying the peanuts I'm giving them.
Now, let's talk Gamora. Green, or shall we talking gray or silver?
Green.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
I think so.
I agree.
What do you guys think?
I mean, we can't really go by skin color, can we? You know how that type of thing is. I'm just saying, man. It ain't just for me. That's for them, too.
Gamora, of course, had that run-in with Teresa, I'm remembering.
Yeah, and that didn't end very well for her. So I wonder how she's going to fare in this Battle Royal.
And Teresa eliminated her the last time as well, if I recall.
Yep, she kicked her, Chun-Li.
Yes.
I think Sailor Moon too. Yeah.
No, that not Sailor Moon, because she was in the women's title match.
Yeah, that's true. But it was like a triple combo of kicks. I couldn't believe it.
Morgan's back.
Hey.
Glad to see you again.
Yeah, I'm glad to see the puppies too.
Come off it, King.
You know, I wonder what she's gonna be like if she ever decides to get serious.
No better time than right now. It's Odyssey. It's the Odyssey on the eve of the road to Ragnarok.
I can't wait to hit the slots, and I can't wait to play some more poker and blackjack because I'm ready to stack my chips. But for now, we got an 8-pack Battle Royal right now, and it's the first of 2.
And of course, we have the Dark Women's title match and the Dark title match.
And you know, the Terminator wasn't the only debut that we're going to have tonight. We got 2 more debuts coming.
I had a feeling.
And you know what? Those are a surprise.
Cassandra.
Nope. Princess
Oh
Diana.
no! The theme caught me off for a loop for a second there.
Woo.
Wonder Woman, probably Team Red.
Yep. Team Red, most definitely.
Diana's got to get something going here.
Yeah. What's her ranking like?
Toward the middle of the pack, not enough to get into the World Martial Arts Tournament if it were held now.
You know, I think we still got enough time for these guys to at least get some points.
Well, that's part of what the Color Wars is for. It's for opportunities.
Man, the Olympic Games. I can't.
That's how it is heading into Outworld.
I really can't.
Another Team Greener. It's number 8 ranked Shigo. Or is it number 7? It's one of those two.
You know what? I could see her winning big too.
She's already won 2 of these.
Yeah. No, ladies and gentlemen, we will not be serving flat cheeks tonight. Yes, I'm talking about you, Captain Marvel. You are out of here, kiddo. Sorry.
She got released.
Released.
We wish her well in all her future endeavors.
And I hate to say it, but She-Hulk got released as well. That's as far as I know.
I think she had bad luck. I think that was who Ayane debuted against, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, everybody can't. No, it was Chun-Li.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Team Blue?
Team Blue. She better watch out as well.
You know who I'm not seeing here tonight?
Who's that?
Notably absent, Teresa.
And Motorco.
Maybe they're preparing for something else. They certainly have the points where they don't need to be in matches like this all the time.
And you know
Save
what?
their strength for the road to Ragnarok. Oh!
They made one hell of a tag team.
I wonder if it was just a one-time thing.
Maybe, but they're pretty much chilling like villains right now.
Yeah, they're probably hitting the slots or at the blackjack table in Caesars right now.
I could imagine how Teresa would use something like a slot machine, especially from what she deals with on a day-to-day basis. Oh! One hell of a move from Usagi. So, Never, who is your pick in this match? I'm going to go with, let me think. I'll go with Azula.
With who?
Azula. I'm usually Team Green, so but I'm going to go with Azula.
Azula is probably the highest ranked competitor in this match.
Because you got 3 greeners in the ring right now.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with Shigo because she's already won twice.
Yep. That's a claim to fame.
Morgan's got to get some points on the board. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she has the least amount of points.
And no ring outs, huh? Oh, there's that muscle buster from Bayonetta.
Hey, at least I know she knows how to suck.
Now, who we also haven't really seen that much of lately, Lita Inverse. I wonder if that match with Gina Cyber changed her in May.
We have not seen her at all. No word at all, not even a postcard or an email.
I'd be shocked if she didn't come back for the Color Wars, but...
Yep, she'd be great for Team Red.
Could never really know what Lena Inverse is going to do.
And again, she might be brewing up something heavy. Whoa!
Oh! There's the first elimination. Shigo to Wonder Woman.
Oh, you took that Wonder Woman? God damn, dude. Man, they're going for the kill.
Sailor Moon with that old rivalry eliminates her rival Cetrion.
Hey, man, that's a 1-up. Ooh, nice counter. Not a counter, but a dodge. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, everybody. I've been balling too much tonight.
So we're down to 6.
And I don't plan on stopping. Ooh!
Azula. Nice poison, Rana.
I'm amazed that she got her through that whole crowd like that. The hell is she doing?
Morgan out by Azula's hand. And you know, for Gamora, she wants to win this because she wants to give her father some energy tomorrow night. Thanos against Darkseid in a steel cage.
You know what? She hasn't won any matches either, has she?
I don't think so.
Yeah. She's had some incredible matches, but she has not won one to my knowledge.
But anyway, we are down to 5.
Uh-oh. Bayonetta going in. Oh!
Bayonetta was the runner-up in last year's Royal Rumble, as you'll recall.
1, 2.
And there's Usagi out. I wonder what her comrades are thinking of her right now as they all have matches tomorrow.
Bayonetta versus Azula. Bitch versus bitch. Who you got, fella? Ooh.
Has Azula ever won one of these? I don't think she has.
No, but she's come close.
She's come close, but she hasn't won.
All right, we got green versus green, and we got black versus black. Or would you consider her red? Like, tell us, people, what you think. Is Azula black or is she red? Ooh, she might be blue after what that just did.
Bayonetta again. Oh, nice reversal from Azula.
Reversed. That's crazy.
The flame popping hot, and that's it. KO. Bayonetta is out.
You might just be fighting your teammate. We're not even at Brawler's Ball, and it has gotten this crazy.
I don't know why Azula broke up that pin. It's not a team sport in this match. Shigo's pissed about it.
If I were Gamora, I'd just kick back and relax.
Yeah, there's no DQ, so
Yep.
go to the roulette table or something. Let him. Oh, did you? She crawled. It has her arm. Oh, that is
You
the
gotta
first.
be shitting me. Man, if that wasn't a Triple H, man, come on. Wow. I knew she was a bitch. Well, that was the slickest shit I ever seen. Gamora wasn't going for it.
It's the first time I've seen that on this show.
Yeah, me too. We might have to put that on one of the OBD's most shocking moments list.
Azula in the driver's seat now. She can smell victory.
She's kicking it in full gear.
And you know Gamora wants to win for her father, who has his work cut out for him tomorrow night, I should say.
Inside of a steel cage. Ah!
Playing possum.
You know what? Bitch versus bitch.
Gamora, don't waste time.
Two of the sneakiest bras in OBD. Ooh, reversal.
Oh, a stunner.
How about that?
There's an armbar. Zula can tolerate pain. She's not going to tap that easy.
You know what? I'm kind of proud of Gamora to even get this far in this match. I hope she doesn't mess it up.
And against a seasoned veteran like Azula as well.
Yeah. And what I can remember from one of my earliest memories of Azula, she was at number 3 for a very long time.
Oh, there's the muscles, the stretch muscler.
Uh-oh.
And she gets it.
About time.
Gamora wins one for her father. Will her father be as fortunate tomorrow night?
That is the true question. Who will fortune favor? The Titan or the God?
We should say that the gods destroyed the Titans. Oh, it just got out of Troy, remember? Congratulations to Gamora winning our women's singles battle royal. It is now time for the men's.
The men's battle royal for the night. What is going to happen in this fight?
Blue!
It's official. Driver is Team Blue.
I can't wait to get those rosters.
I can't wait to see what's going to happen. The Olympic Games, man.
Diver, of course, debuting in January of this year and winning that battle royal to get into the Money in the Bank ladder match.
You know what? Didn't Goku take him out? They had a hell of a battle. Then again, the Sora was in that fight too. Who else was there? So
of course, Asura was there. Our Mr. Money in the Bank, who will defend against Captain Falcon tomorrow night.
In an ultimate KO match for the Money in the Bank briefcase.
It's always Asura's match. It seems every match, that's his match.
Yep. If it's not that, it's inside of a steel cage. Just ask Ganondorf. Then again, he doesn't need to focus on past memories. He needs to focus on what's going to happen in the future. He's got a championship title match to think about.
Kaoru Hanayama.
Now this guy right here, I feel like he is going to go places in the OBD. I mean, this guy is a walking tower. He is literally like our tower in the Battledome arena. I'll be damned if he doesn't move like a tower. That whirlwind roundhouse kick, better watch the hell out. You even get anywhere close to this man.
Baki, of course, who knows him, is probably with Jesus listening to whatever Jesus has to say ahead of his championship match tomorrow night in the main event against Xadlin.
You know, I never thought I'd see somebody like Baki being the religious type, but here we are. And then there's Show Enough with his narcissistic ways. I'm surprised at the quick change of heart, but you know what? I'm proud of him.
Here's the man who, of course, lost to Captain Falcon on Brawl.
But you know
he
what?
will not be on the main card tomorrow, but he is here.
He had one hell of a debut against Kenshiro. And Kumite 5 was a blast. And I can't wait for the next one. I'm sure it's going to be coming up soon. Probably after the color wheel. You never know. But you know, Odyssey is coming up after Outworld. I mean, Ragnarok. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, people.
Ragnarok will be in December. And mark your calendars now. We have a date. December 19th.
December 19th.
Our last show of the year. But that's in December. This is now.
Dio Brando.
Enter Yellow.
See, you say yellow, but I want to say gold so bad. It's just shinier. And gold is mud, but it ain't gray. But it's still money. And you know what else? He's had a good history with battle royals as well. He won his first battle royal, if I'm not mistaken.
He did, and he was also number 30 in the Royal Rumble. And he won a battle royal to get there, too.
He sure did. Yeah, he sure did. Then there was that time he was in the cage match with Luke Skywalker. I forget who else was in that cage. It was 3 other people. It was like 4 combatants. I know Luke Skywalker was in there. Maybe Ganondorf. We've had a crazy year.
And it ain't over. We're about to get into the most intense time of the year. The Color Wars, the Champion Carnival, the All-Star Game in Outworld with the Royal Rumbles, and then from there to Ragnarok.
I'm surprised this kid can walk. But then again, there's no telling what Freddie put him through when he put him through that door.
Practice.
He probably went straight to Dream World.
He was just being used as practice for Freddie, and you know that's grating on him.
He don't look happy either. He look like he's been through some things. I hope he can keep it together. We don't need any crazies running around here. You remember when Bane was doing it?
Jeddah put a stop to all of that. That was the beginning of the legend of Xadlin.
He put a stop to a lot of things. He damn near put a stop to the Empire. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Kamen Rider XA. Yeah.
I was about to say this sounds new, but I've been wrong so many times on that.
Yeah, I signed your boy. This is Emu Hojo. also known as the champion, genius gamer, known as M. And he is also a doctor.
He's also a doctor?
Yep, part-time.
Well, let's hope he can heal himself tonight.
You know what? It's hard being a common rider sometimes. I can only imagine what it's like.
And I wonder if he can heal Riders 1 and 2 after what they went through earlier tonight.
Hell yeah. 2 generations of riders we are seeing tonight. This is from the Heisei era. And we're in the Reiwa era right now. Man, there's no telling who else is going to show up tonight either. Ha!
Get over here!
Hanzo Hasashi.
And you know somebody's about to die when you hear this.
And you know, I like my debut sign-in, but I think might be my fan favorite right now. The dude is deadly. The only person that could put him down so far has been Asura. But Asura's a bad motherfucker. You and I already know that.
Scorpion entering his first Odyssey ring.
If this is his first battle warrior display, let's see how he fares. But then again, you know what? This might just be his perfect element to do here. He can go all out. No restrictions.
Tension is thick. We are just waiting for the bell to ring.
And you know what? We got one more combatant coming out.
And we're only up to number 7. It's so hard to keep track.
Yep. And I can only imagine who number 8 is going to be. Yes! He's here! He's here!
Wonder what Kenshiro's doing right now.
He might be shitting his pants right now because Big Brother has just arrived at Brawler's Ball. Wow is here. Man, the stakes just got raised.
You know, ever since Kenshiro lost that title to Shang Tsung in March, he has not been in a good way. He's been in a slump, so maybe this will get him out of it.
Maybe. We might finally get to see Muso Tensei. Wow. In the Outskirts Battledome.
We are here. It is Brawler's Ball weekend.
Now, going by his gear, what did you say? Blue.
Going by what?
Going by the color of his gear, what did you say? Blue, red, yellow?
Who knows? Might be a wild card. But he needs to get some points first.
That is true. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at the size of this motherfucker.
Yeah. Then you got Hanayama and Sagat. You got 3 strong men in the ring. Oh, Sagat has Kamen Rider X8 in a submission move, but he gets out of it. Oh! A little bit too early, Dio. Scorpion's going for a ride.
Oh, look. Kamen Rider's in trouble.
Yep.
This is a Pennywise move.
Well, as I've been told, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So in the OBD, I feel like that is in droves. Rao taking on Scorpion. Nice dodge from Rao.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Women's and Dark title matches are still to come, so stay with us.
Jean Grey and Shang Tsung are going to have a busy night. You know why? Because Jean Grey is facing Poison Ivy. Shang Tsung is facing one of the newest members of our roster who is currently on an undefeated streak. And yeah, you know him and you love him. Domon Kasshu versus Shang Tsung in a Brawl martial arts match.
Oh, wait, now Rao's in trouble.
Ah! Damn, Scorpion.
Almost looked like he tapped for a second there.
You know what? It kind of did. I think the referee is losing it. Oh! 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 Nice teamwork, even if it was unintentional. But we still got all that combatants in the ring.
Scorpion with that kick again.
Ooh! Nice dodge. Oh!
Kamen Rider.
Yep, he's going in.
Nice flip.
Yes, more of that, please. Oh, he just got cock blocked by Scorpion.
Oh, there's the first elimination. Guyver's out.
Wow, man. That's not a good look for you.
And Sagat is in trouble.
Kaoru Hanayama versus Victor Sagat. Straight to the face.
Oh, Kamen Rider.
And that's another one out. Okay, we got 6 combatants left. Ooh. Almost thought the referee got knocked out again. Oh. You know, that just made me realize how tall and how ferocious Rao is. He might just be the tallest guy in the ring besides Hanayama.
I know.
And then there's some guy, but I'm looking at Rao like, hot damn, dude. This dude is tall. Or maybe it's just the hair, I don't know, but that's a tall dude.
Imitating Azura there. Dio and Rao are wiped out.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, there goes Sagat with that move again. Will it be enough?
No. Very close. But not enough.
Ah, there goes Scorpion.
Oh, Sagat is out.
Damn.
Just like that. Almost had Kaoru, and Kaoru retaliated, and now Izuku is out.
Okay, we are down to 4. You know what? Dio might just have a very good chance of winning this match if he can team up with, you know what, his other Team Yellow possible partner and take out Rao and Hanayama. You got 2 bulls in the ring. And you got a snake and a scorpion.
There goes Kaoru. We're down to 3.
Triple threat. Counter. Counter. Blood. Now that I think about it, going by his tights, he could be Team Yellow.
A preview, perhaps.
So we got Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu all in the ring.
Oh.
Whoa, that was
Nice dodging.
Oh, clothesline from Rao. Oh, right on the Dio.
Dio beats him to the punch, literally. And they're both teaming up against Rao here.
Uh-oh.
That didn't last long.
Nope, never does with Dio.
Nice counter. Nice hip toss.
Damn.
Oh.
Hokuto no Ken. Oh.
And now, but Dio he took it like a champ.
What is this dude made out of? Oh, God. Oh!
Scorpion's holding his head. Might want to finish this fast. Dio's not going to let him have it so easy.
I thought he was going to get him that time. Damn, he swatted him. Yep, I think Scorpion's losing it.
Scorpion in the corner now. Oh. Oh, but Dio broke that up for some reason. Oh, and that's what you get.
That's exactly what you get. Payback.
Crowd is getting hot.
Oh, he went straight through them.
Oh, Scorpion. Oh. Oh, and there's
clothesline from hell.
Dio is knocked out. We are down to 2. Oh, Raul looking to finish this now.
1, 2.
Kick out at 2. Raul looks like the favorite to win his debut match. At Odyssey, no less.
He's going in, man. We might just see it tonight. Oh, shit.
Looking to end it. Scorpion reverses.
Get over here. Oh!
Scorpion now. Oh, he's using that move Cheddar used against Palpatine. His own version of it. Round taps. Scorpion wins.
That might be just the most incredible battle royal we have ever witnessed.
What a match.
He had 3 strong men in the ring, and the strong man got eliminated by the little man. The little man got plenty of fire in his heart.
And this is just the pre-show, ladies and gentlemen. Scorpion victorious. He's saying to the Living Tribunal, put me in the Color Wars.
Oh, congratulations, Scorpion. May your future be bright. Just like your coach.
Well, congratulations to Scorpion beating a couple of hot new debuts. But we are now set for the OBD Dark Women's Championship match.
And here we got the Birds of Prey. But it's not the Birds of Prey themselves, but the ringleader, Poison Ivy, taking on the current OBD Women's Dark Champion. And I can only predict what's going to happen when you got the big ring taking on an avatar of the Phoenix. And you know, with Harley Quinn being by her side, nothing good can come from it.
That might be the X factor in this match.
You know what? She's been a pretty good X factor. But she also tapped to Sailor Uranus twice, but she is not here tonight. She will be here the next night. At Brawler's Ball.
But it's going to be hard to trick Jean Grey.
Yeah, a real telepath.
Maybe it'll be easy to trick Jean Grey, but the Phoenix, that's a different story.
You know what? She'd make a great Jedi, but probably an even better Sith Lord.
Was at the last one of these events, the OBD Odyssey 7 pre-show, where Jean Grey, as the Phoenix, ended the longest title reign in OBD history when she defeated Motoko Kusanagi for that belt around her waist.
And it was well earned. You know, she took a lot of losses in order to get that one big win, but she did it. And ever since, she has not looked back.
Now, I would say, I wonder if she would compete as Jean Grey on Team Blue or as the Phoenix on Team Red. But since she's a champion, she will not be in the Color Wars. She will be in the Champion Carnival. The Living Tribunal will fill us all in on that on the next Brawl.
I can't wait to go to the carnival. I want to feel like a champion.
Well, that's assuming if she wins tonight. Remember that Poison Ivy came close to defeating Teresa. She was the champion on the Death Star.
That was a damn good match, too. That was probably one of the closest matches that Teresa ever came close to losing, besides her first loss with the Genocide.
Yes.
And you got two super chicks in the ring right now. They're about to throw down and move furniture like it's nobody's business.
This is our first of 2 title matches tonight. There will be 6 tomorrow night. Jean Grey looks focused. Let's go. Oh! What did I tell you about focused?
Great way to start it off. Great way.
Trading some dragon screws now.
The power gauging.
Yep, they're feeling each other out.
And all Harley Quinn can do is look on.
I'm surprised Jean Grey doesn't trip on that ribbon of hers.
Yeah. Because Poison Ivy would use that as a weapon. She would probably be choking her with it.
The trade of dragon screws continues. The crowd doesn't like it that much. They want to see some blood.
Yes, the match just started, though. You know how the crowd can get. They're very impatient. They're a lot more impatient than we are.
Poison Ivy wins the suplex exchange, dodges that. Oh, and there's the Spanish fly. And suddenly it is Poison Ivy, the challenger, was taking the early lead. But Jean Grey says no.
Yeah.
Nice dodge. No one getting a true advantage yet.
You have to excuse me there, ladies and gentlemen. I zoned out for a second.
Oh, did you see that push?
Oh!
Poison Ivy does have the slim lead, but nothing decisive yet. Oh, this must be a brawl martial arts match.
Yes, I think so.
That was, of course, the type of match she won against Motoko in.
That's when the legend began.
Crowd is on Jean Grey's side here. There's no doubt about that.
Now, this would be her second title. No,
this will be her second title defense, yes.
Okay. Our last one was a true.
No, that's when she won the title. Her first one was on OBD Dark.
Okay, gotcha.
It's been a long summer, I know.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to miss it, though. The only thing I'm not going to miss is the sickness.
Oh, but I love the fall. And we're on the road to Ragnarok, or almost on the road to Ragnarok. Oh, nice.
Denied again.
And there's the second Spanish fly of the match.
Uh-oh.
Nice takedown. Jean Grey guards against the ground and pound.
Uh-oh. You know what? I'm amazed that Harley Quinn has not interfered in this match yet.
I think it's a little harder to do in a brawl martial arts match.
Yeah, then again, would you want to interfere in a match with the Phoenix?
No.
No, thank you.
Oh,
shit.
but there's the strength. This is the move that made her famous.
What goes up must come down.
We all remember her using this move at Beach Brawl. She KO'd like 6 other competitors with that move. Now she's setting up.
Oh! Ah!
Poison Ivy definitely with the early lead in the match, but it is still early.
Straight for that arm. What a match.
Poison Ivy has obviously studied Jean Grey.
Well, then again, when you say something like that, it begs the question. Does Jean Grey have to study her? Because, I mean, she is one of the strongest telepaths that I've ever come across.
Look at these reversals. Poison Ivy's definitely early on leading this match. But still, Jean Grey is not falling.
Might be a trap. Oh!
I think that was the new move.
I concur.
But that's what you do when you're up against the Phoenix and you're looking for your first singles gold. There's the second reversal out of that move. Nice kick. Jean Grey is now in trouble.
What a takedown.
As I said again, we all remember what happened with Poison Ivy and Teresa in that match on the Death Star Cruise.
Oh,
and there's the first KO.
It's not a good look for you.
Jean Grey is in serious trouble. Can she start turning it around with this?
I hope so.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Went straight for that arm.
There is no more room for error for Jean Grey here. One more loss. One more fall, and she is no longer the champ. Harley's so close, she can taste it.
Red versus green. I think we might be nearing the end of this battle.
Jean Grey's got to get something going now.
And crazily enough, these two seem to be evenly matched, wouldn't you say?
Not for these past few minutes.
No.
Poison Ivy's been kicking her ass. Jean Grey really needs a momentum shift here. Oh, this might be it. This is how she beat Monaco. The wings of the Phoenix right here. And will she rise like a Phoenix? Yes, we are even up.
Ooh. There we go.
There's Harley with enough of a distraction. Jean Grey going for it a second time, perhaps.
Oh! That was devastating. That was nice. That was real nice. Oh! We might just be going green tonight, Never. Gamora already won her Battle Royal match. Ooh!
Oh!
I feel like that might have damaged her too.
Poison Ivy wants that momentum back.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Straight to the dome. Counter.
Jean Grey has really turned this around. There's another submission from her.
Uh-oh.
And that's it. She fights from underneath and retains her title.
She's really been turning up the heat ever since she won that title, man.
Really looked bad for her in this match, but she came back.
You know, that makes up for all those losses she took when she first got here. And I gotta say, like you're getting ready to say right now, congratulations.
Still your OBD Dark Women's Champion. As proud as the day she won it.
I know Charles has got to be very proud.
Harley looking upset.
Stay mad.
Well, we saw Jean Grey just defend her Dark Women's Championship. It is now time for the main event of the evening.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Because it's going down.
Domon Kasshu enters the Odyssey Arena for the first time. He has been undefeated since his debut. When was it? In April or May? Around there.
I think it was around April. And you know what? He has earned the right to go for a title. And he chose the OBD Dark title. This guy's got a lot going out for him. And you know what? He's cut about like Luke Kane.
Domon Kasshu undefeated, but this is by far the biggest match, the biggest stage, and the toughest opponent he has ever faced.
The Gundam fight winner and the pupil of Master Asia.
He's got a new attitude tonight.
If I was Domon Kasshu, I'd be excited as well, but then I would also be wary because I am fighting Shang Tsung, one of the most deadly opponents to ever be seen within our roster.
Shang Tsung, the #2 ranked fighter in the OBD.
I mean, he takes souls like Galactus takes planets.
But if you are Domon Kasshu, you are riding on one thing. Well, two things. Those 2 defeats earlier in the year to Luke Skywalker.
But I gotta say, dang, I just forgot what I was about to say. It'll come back to me. Oh man, it's been a long night.
Shang Tsung, the longest reigning OBD Dark Champion. 6 months now. He has held on to that title. And he's he's held it so long that he's customized it to his own purposes.
Yep, but let's see if he can keep it. Because he is fighting the undefeated Domon Kasshu. So you got the undefeated of the East versus Outworld's finest, the right-hand man of Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn, of course, will defend his OBD Galaxian Championship, the title that Shang Tsung could not win, tomorrow night against Darth Vader.
And here's a fun fact for Shang Tsung. He created Melina. Yeah, he's her daddy.
Thought she was Shao Kahn's daughter.
She is, but well, I mean, you know how families are.
Especially an Outworld family.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is what it is about. It is the streak versus the title. Domon with the streak, the champion Shang Tsung.
You know, my money's riding on the streak. As much as I love Shang Tsung, I gotta give it to the young cat. He has been on the rise, and I think he can do it.
OBD Dark Champion since the end of March. It's now the end of September, so that is 6 months. Shang Tsung winning that title from Kenshiro.
Can he keep it going on? We'll find out in less than 30 seconds. Maybe 20.
And we know Shang could go for a long time. We saw in that match with Luke Skywalker. Here we go.
Yeah,
Someone was ready for him.
That may not be his most impressive match. To me, his most impressive match is the one he had against Thanos, and he almost came out on top. That was ridiculous.
Remember, he knocked out Freddy Krueger from the World Martial Arts Tournament, the #1 seeded Freddy Krueger, in like 3 minutes.
He demolished Freddy Krueger. He made nice counter from Domon Kasshu.
The only one he has not had success against this year, well, aside from Shang Tsung, aside from Thanos, excuse me, the only one that Shang Tsung has not had success against this year has been Luke Skywalker.
This is true. He did not claim that boy's soul.
But Shang Tsung taking the early lead in this match.
Oh. Uh-oh.
He's wanting to finish it right now.
Finish him. Oh, straight to the
Don't
dome.
forget, Shao Kahn as I said, Shao Kahn has his title defense tomorrow. So Shang Tsung does not want to look bad before that.
No, he does not. Especially in the eyes of his emperor.
Domon Kasshu trying to come back with those strikes. He's off his feet.
Oh, shit. Is it the stall or the stuff? Well,
you waited too long. You waited too long. Now Shang Tsung regaining control.
Another thing that most people do not know about Shang Tsung, he used to be on the side of the good guys. So he converted. Became part of Shao Kahn's camp. Oh, nice counter.
Domon Kasshu trying to make this a toss-up match again. Shang Tsung is there with the reverse DDT.
Hitting him there while he's down, but you know what? It ain't always gonna go. Ooh!
That's Nihilus' move.
Told you, man, he is a copycat. Literally the copycat around here.
But Domon Kasshu has his finisher scouted.
He's taking a lot of hits. I gotta give it up to Domon. He has a hell of a lot of durability. Ooh.
And he really thrives in these kinds of matches, these BMA matches. Most of his damage has been done in those BMA matches.
Man, as deadly as they come. Well, I was going to say Shang Tsung, but now I'm going to say Domon Kasshu.
Domon Kasshu building some momentum now. And Shang Tsung is busted open.
It has begun, Never. It has begun.
Don't do that. You're in the ring with Shang Tsung. Don't do that shit, Domon Kasshu.
Match the deceiver. Oh, yeah.
Maybe he's feeling it. Oh, what is this?
Uh-oh. I've never seen
It's like a modified D-bar. But Shang Tsung powers out of it. I wonder if that was one of the special moves he was keeping up his sleeve. But immediately the tide gets turned.
Man, what a match.
This is just the pre-show. Can you imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow night?
Oh, hell yeah. And this is the most intense match that I've seen on this entire card. And it ain't even over.
This is just night one.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
I wonder if... Oh, misses with that knee.
Almost with the dodges. Battering ram.
Domon Kasshu is really performing.
Yep, he is giving it his all here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You do not get title opportunities often, and he knows that. But Shang Tsung got the knees up. No, Domon really needed to have the match of his life to win the title here, and so far he's delivering it. But how much does he have left? Because he's still holding that head of his. We know how lethal Shang Tsung is with those kicks to the head. Oh, what was that? Nice reversal from Domon Kasshu. He is in the driver's seat right now. Counter war going on. But Domon Kasshu seems to be getting the better of it. Don't take too much time to think.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I knew it. I knew it. Oh!
Now Domon Kasshu's in the corner. Shang Tsung signaling.
That's what you get for being greedy.
Oh, that's it. The first KO of the match.
KO.
Domon Kasshu is really delivering.
Oh my God. Oh.
Wonder if that got Shang Tsung mad.
He needs to be at this point.
But everything he's doing.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's backfiring.
Shang Tsung with the crab, but I think you're going to need more than that.
Yes, a lot more than what Domon is putting you through.
Uh-oh. Reversed again.
Oh. Ah. Yeah, he's not playing anymore. Ah.
He's really feeling it. He can smell that title. He can smell it. He can taste it.
Oh!
Shang Tsung reverses, gets him into the corner. Domon reverses and counters. Oh, he's going for that modified knee bar again.
Oh, shit. Oh, that looks excruciating.
Shang Tsung in big pain. Look at the torque.
That looks excruciating.
Shang Tsung gets out of it again.
He is a bloody heap. Wow.
Shang Tsung is in big trouble.
Ah! Fucking wow. Can't take too many of those. All of that.
Big trouble.
Ugh.
Looking to finish it.
Uh-oh. Ah!
Shang Tsung still in the fight. But he can't get anything going.
This is absolutely crazy.
He just cannot get anything going.
I think Domon might be the Shang Tsung stopper that we just not need.
Shang Tsung desperately fighting him off.
Oh, damn. Oh!
But Domon!
Oh!
It was his first big connection in a long time, but still Domon's shaking off the cobwebs.
Oh, shit.
He just cannot get a combination going, can Shang Tsung. Oh.
It looks like he's got distracted while the iron is getting hot. Can he do it? Oh! Wow.
Domon Kasshu!
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our brand new OBD Dark Champion, Domon Kasshu.
Ended the 6-month reign of Shang Tsung.
Well, you know, never. It was only a matter of time, though. Can't stay champion forever.
Domon Kasshu is champion, the Dark Champion, new champion.
I'm proud of him. One of my favorite sign-ins. I'm proud of my boy. Maybe now he can finally go look for Master Asia.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night for the main show. Jeddah versus Jesus in the main event.
Good night, folks, and we'll see you next time. Until then.